Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this reaches you. It's this week with me, and 3 weeks in a row I've made it, so that's good. Finally got back on track on these YouTube videos, so I'm here, and Pelicans win big last night in front of a packed house at Smoothie King Center in the play-in tournament. Got another game to play to see if they make it actually into the playoffs, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Got something going on with some UNOW friends that can't talk about yet, but I tell you what, it could be something big for me, so stay tuned. I'll probably tell you that in a future video. Of course, this is Holy Week, and of course we know why Jesus died. He died for our sins, and make sure you keep Jesus Christ in your life. But it's Easter time, and get to spend some time with my family on Saturday, so that's good. So I will have that going on, but got some other things going on as well, and some other things we're going to talk about. But right now, and I want to just say Happy Easter, everyone, and remember tomorrow's Good Friday, and then of course Easter is Easter Sunday. But I hope everybody has a good weekend. If you're off, that's good. If you working, well, I feel I know how you feel because I've done that before. The Pelicans, that was a big win last night. First year coach Willie Green. The team picking up C.J. McCollum, and it looked like, I tell you what, ever since the Pelicans picked up C.J. McCollum, he's looked really good for this team. And I had a feeling when they got him, I said, he could be that spark plug that this team needs. And so far it looks like it's true. And, if we can add Zion Williamson to the team now, I think the Pelicans could be really good. So, got that going on. Hats off to them, and hope everything, keeps going. But last night, packed house. So they had a large home crowd. It was very electrifying, and Pelicans pretty much won from the beginning. So it is that, and and I'm getting a message on right now, but I'm in the middle of my video, so I'll get to that later. He saw it. He saw the message, so that's good. And of course, Koike, thank you for everything. Thank you for being a part of my life. And one day I'll tell everybody about that. Just not ready to do that yet. But I'm pretty sure people pretty much know at this point. But yeah, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to dedicate that probably close to the time I make my trip to the Philippines. And yes, I'll be going over there to visit them. So I got that going on. But back to the Pelicans. Last night was a good thing. If anybody had questions if New Orleans was or wasn't a basketball town, I think that got answered last night. I think it's been answered before, probably back in 2018 when the last time the Pelicans were in the playoffs. And they won that Game 3 against the Golden State Warriors, and that improbable win. But that was the atmosphere again last night. First time in a while, and that was good to see that. And there's a lot of people not fans of David Griffin, but as of late, he's made some good moves. So we'll go with that. Yeah, he botched the whole Zion thing at the beginning of the season, and all the rumors about Zion maybe wanting to leave and all that stuff. But things have been going good as of late. Even Zion has commented, like, there's a team now that I can play with. So, or something to that effect. But last night was big. They win by big. This 2 years in a row, Greg Popovich makes it to the play-in game and winds up losing. But you know what? They had the 5th best defensive numbers for being the youngest team. Average age of the Spurs, 24. So, Greg Popovich did probably a really good, probably one of the best jobs he could have done with such a young team to get this far. But it was the Pelicans' night last night. Now they got to go play the Clippers. The last time they played the Clippers wasn't too good, so we'll see how that goes. And I hope, I hope they go out there and play better than they did the last time. They got pretty much run out of the gym. So hopefully they go back to Crypto.com arena and win this time, and we'll see. But you know what? If the Pelicans win tomorrow night, if they win, fine. If they don't win, that's also fine. Why? Because that's just the way it is. It's been a good season. I'll give them that. The second half has been really good. For this team to start off 1-12 and then we're 2-15 before they even started making any kind of a mini run. I say hats off to Willie Green, first time head coach, and getting this done. It's just a good thing, and it is. Oh, and by the way, speaking of it being Easter, no, we're not going to have Bayou State Sports this Saturday, because of the holiday and all. Plus, now I got somewhere to go to as well. So, remains to be seen if I do a TikTok video or not. TikTok Live on Saturday. We'll see. I'm not so sure I'm going to do it. I don't know about Sunday either, but we'll see. Well, I'll get with Koike and we'll figure it out. So we'll figure it out if we want to do it or not. But I'm going to try to do one Saturday. I'm really going to try, but we'll see what happens. Might have to be on the road. I might have to just pull over and do it on my way to my brother's house. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But this week, the problem is you can keep picking on Jen Psaki as much as you want, but it doesn't make any difference. For the people who thought she was this genius going to be taken over as press secretary, well, how's your genius now? I'll just say that. Speaking of Koike, I'm going to mention this because I did this the other day. This is the source of my YouTube video from yesterday. The night before. It seems that, the way they got this set up with Facebook and Messenger now, if you're on either, you're on both, according to what it says. And I thought he was on, and I was like, okay, well, then I say, all right, well, I'm getting ready to go to bed, good night, and thinking that, okay, he'll answer me. Then didn't get no answer. So I wrote a couple other things, and then I was like, all right, I'll put the phone down and go to bed. So, obviously he's got something going on. It turned out that it was his mom on the phone. She was actually not on message. She was actually on Facebook. She actually turned on his phone, went on Facebook, was talking to her daughter, obviously Koike's sister, and she goes and wakes him up, and he comes to me, why are you so sad? Well, what's going on? And I said, I thought that was you that was up. He's my mom was on Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, because now you get indications you're on either or both, and I'm like, oh boy. I was like, so who's the big dummy now? So, nominee right here. I got a nomination for, we'll be doing that the last show. I don't remember the exact date. It'll be probably the week or so before Memorial Day weekend. So I'll have to look at the calendar and see what date that is. But we'll have the annual Big Dummy Award show. The Fred G. Sanford Memorial You Big Dummy Award. Nominee right here. So I woke him up, didn't go back to sleep. I think maybe he got it maybe another 2 hours or so. But he did sleep well last night. He got 10 hours. So I'm happy. I'm like, okay, pretty much off the hook now. Yep. So remember that now. It could be somebody just turning on your phone. So, which she'll use his phone sometimes. So when he's sleeping. So it is what it is, But yeah, I'm gonna be getting over there, and I think it's now 67 days. I think it is. Yep, I'll be seeing him soon. I'm trying to think what else maybe we need to talk about. I mean, we talked about obviously the Saints making the trade and getting those draft picks, and well, word is they may not be done yet, and they're also talking about the availability of bringing back Brandon Cooks. Now, I don't think he left under bad situation or bad circumstances, but he was productive here, and he's still a productive receiver, and I'm pretty sure he would love to get out of Houston. I mean, that's like get out of exile. It's like everybody wants to get out of there. So we'll see. So hopefully, we'll see. I mean, he was a good number 2 receiver. He'd be a great compliment. He was a number 1 when he was here, but he'd be a great compliment to Michael Thomas, healthy Michael Thomas. And who knows? I mean, you may have Michael Thomas on one side, Brandon Cooks on the other, Taysom Hill, the tight end. I mean, it's okay. I tell you what, let's not forget when Pete Carmichael Jr. the 4 times he called plays for the team, and when Sean Payton either wasn't there or relinquished it or whatever. Remember, twice they were the second best offense in the league. Twice they were the top offense in the league. And a healthy Jameis and a healthy... And look, I think if you got pieces now, if they can get themselves a new left tackle, and maybe they do that in the draft, and there's a particular guy that everybody's saying, circling, that's the guy they're going to go get, and that's the guy I wanted them to get. So we'll see how that goes. We are going to do a draft chat. That's next Thursday. Draft chat on You Now. I'll be doing it with Mike Fazan and Mike Garcia, Mike Fazan. George Peppers, if he could take part in it, he will. If not, well, we got it. So anybody's welcome to join us. Come over to the You Now platform and watch us, and maybe asking somebody else to join us, but we'll see. We might just keep it a 3-person chat and just answer questions in the chat line. 3 people up on the broadcast. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and go. And like I always say, God willing, I'll talk to you again in a little while.